in the eye of the storm. Parliament versus judiciary in the eye of the storm. Okay, Daniel Mensah, they are gays for sure. Okay. Eugene employee, say they are suffering from adjustment. Disorder with mixed disorder and mixed sexuality. That's somebody's answers. And then Roger Abalo, I say, wow, the first gay parade march in Ghana under Nana Addo. Ghana is doomed. Well said, Dr. Laya. Mohammed Ahmed, I say, they are gays partners of the one in Baumia. Can't you see them wearing the new gay colors? Then Tayo man, I say, Sodom and Gomorrah people. Right, so it does appear everybody knows who they are, is it not? In Venezuela. Okay, now, Hey, JB, I say these guys are not just marching and jubilating if there wasn't any promise of giving right. Yeah. Woman is saying to your Mosa, Anna, yes, the gay and lesbians' rights in Ghana. Pakachemo, Mummy Sam Jose, Adentina, gay and lesbian and run down. The Supreme Court, Entimin Koya Wedjumao. Name Supreme and a court are interested in interpreting the Article 97J. Sir, Omnom go on Machino. Gays and lesbians, Sodom and Gomorrah. And no money John, and one some idea at the time, Tanya to say, and no money John. Yes, because more pop promise more baby papa. Folks, Afi Yemra, baby Medre, me patrol Biwasum, Netieme. This is where we are all here to learn. This is a learning curve. And I titled this Special Report, Parliament versus the Judiciary in the Eye of the Storm. We begin by setting the record straight. And that is, according to separation of powers, Parliament is known to be a house of politics. Therefore, the question remains, what is Supreme Court going there to do? Afi yebeshe sheni mebi ni esisu ye ne dia to say there say to say wo hwe wo emremu a according to the separation of powers no Parliament ye baby a oho ade omo ye ne den politics eye kabmemi ke bi agro e na omudi ho enti obi say Supreme Court okoye den e wo Parliament ho. Parliament is a place of politics. So what is the responsibility and now say the presence of Supreme Court our Parliament okoye? Secondly, Article 97J is explicitly self-interpretation without any ambiguity to suggest that the law has invited the Supreme Court for further interpretation. So again, question remains, what is the Supreme Court going there to do? Ebiom afiyeba article your friend is saying Article 97J now. Article 97J no ekasa abra when you be any home. Ekasa abra oye nesem bi any home. A self-explanatory bibia intention bi any home. So intention bi any home afiye bisa say Supreme Court womo person mo ye den e was Article 97 no. Ghanaians tiemiye enemeni ye nyina ye besua eni ye sua no. We are going to school. Article 97J. Ambiguity be any home. Explicitly clear. So ubi say Supreme Court or person ye den e was article no. Afiyanko enim. Now for the records. The Speaker did not, the Speaker Alban Kingsford Sumana Bagbin, did not interpret the law. He applied the law. Therefore, the balance of power has changed, period. Did you hear that? Mr. For the records, the Speaker, Alban Kingsford Sumana Bagbin, did not interpret the law. He applied the law. Therefore, the balance of what? Power has changed, period. Afiwu Shemwa, Ora Speaker Bagbin, Wama may interpret law, no. Say, Bia, Article 97 clause J, as he said, no. And yes, other Speaker, he only came and applied the law. Simple. And after he applied the law, the balance of power has changed. That's all. And he said, the then majority for no, as some post no, abba minority, and the then minority for and so abba majority. That was all. The balance of power has changed. Simple. And that was all there is to it. Speaker Nama may interpret the law. No. He just applied the law. This is just common sense. And people are refusing to hear this. Folks, please listen to me. This is our special report build up. And I want everybody to follow. Let's all together, we learn and we can talk about it. Indeed, from the account so far, everything points to the fact that the Supreme Court is constantly assaulting the Constitution by stepping beyond their bounds. And I will tell you tonight, this is very dangerous and affront to the Constitution. If you wish the Supreme Court for a year, acquire to say Supreme Court for no, I feel they are overstepping their bounds. And I'm more to answer so mutu manabroso. Now, if you wish media is beginning now looking say no. They are more yano mutia Constitution a fa so and it dangerous. They between your how abro me. Folks, you're quite now, here, if today we have acknowledged the fact that former Speaker Mike Aaron Quay ruling was not in consonance with the best parliamentary proceedings, then the question remains, or the question becomes, why Supreme Court of today and not yesterday? Mote, yes. If former Speaker Michael Quay, the ruling is said to be that it is not in consonance with the best parliamentary practice, and I'm not saying for the question, and he said, "Ye baby son," and say, what has become of the Supreme Court today and not yesterday? Other than Michael Quay, the Supreme Court, I'm a year tomorrow. So why Supreme Court of today and not yesterday? Are we children? Are we kids in this country? Are we kids? The framers of our Constitution under the Consultative Assembly were not naive or ignorant to figure out event of today was in eminence. Listen to me. The framers of our Constitution under the Consultative Assembly were not naive or can be said to be ignorant to figure out the event of today was in eminence. Therefore, they ensured a clear path interpretation of the Constitution, including a clear demarcation and functions of organs of state. And one more a Constitution, no one say never. So, when we make sure that all the organs of the state in Obia Dinilemu, and two, when we now share say organs of the state no Obia Dinilemu, Obia Susunim Nejuma so oye. So, why would the Jumakobi echo step you be bounds? For what? How? At least, ye ni bibia the da Rawlings has here. We can all say this. That Rawlings started as a dictator and ended as a democrat. In his quest to organize the Constitution, Rawlings conveyed a constitutional commission in 1978, followed by a consultative assembly in 1979. After lengthy debates in these bodies over the form that the Constitution would take, the regime authorized the holding of a competitive presidential parliamentary elections to select a new government in a free and fair elections that followed the Liman-led PNP to a convincing victory over a combined political force that arrayed against him, and Liman won. This is what Rawlings did. Under the Consultative Assembly, All right? And he thinks that they were stupid not to know what to do. I feel na mo be interpret articles when those articles are already in initiation and has been initiated, and ever since women organs of state are all working. Edumu MPP for so mo say hey mo ba be interpret law no. Are you sure? Monim na egu ase monim na egu ase a mo say na ai den e freeze na monim dia monye. However, may I say this, that MPP party's constitution stipulate clear under Article 3 and 9 of the MPP Nankasa Constitution point to consequential determination. And on the MPP's own constitution stipulates what? Clear under Article 3 and 9 point to what? What I described, a consequential determination, hitherto devoid of what? Call it High Court or Supreme Court. Otherwise, the law set aside any interference, i.e. arbitration. Or otherwise, rather it says, any member who contests on the ticket of independence automatically does what? And I'm obviously in school. Tira mekano. Me say the MPP party's constitution stipulate clear under Article 3 and 9 point to consequential determination, hitherto devoid of, may you say, Supreme Court, High Court, or whatever. Otherwise, the law set aside any interference, i.e. even arbitration or otherwise. Rather, it says, any member who contests on the ticket of independence automatically does what? Monkai mo constitution automatically does what? Forfeit his or her what? Forfeit his or her what? Membership. And on the Supreme Court will be. High Court will be. Mo the High Court be shame. Huh? Mo the High Court be shame to interpret mo Article 3(9) and as for us to understand for further and better particulars and just a clear cut constitutional article. And also ever since the 1992 Constitution came into inception, folks, the status quo has not changed. Neither have we gone for amendments. So why now? So what kind of 1992 Constitution now? Bibia ya true who bia and only a dia Juma for 32 years and still counting on Article 97J. In all the parliaments we've had, the first parliament of the Fourth Republic, the second parliament of the Fourth Republic, the third parliament of the Fourth Republic, the fourth parliament of the Fourth Republic, the fifth parliament of the Fourth Republic, the sixth parliament of the Fourth Republic, the seventh parliament of the Fourth Republic, and now the eighth parliament of the Fourth Republic. Article 97JH, none can be said to be, to have been amended. So why now? Why now? Why now, Supreme Court? Supreme Court is at the premise of Parliament as uninvited guests. Why? And I'm obviously in the answer. And I'm MPP, Akufo-Addo, and I'm person Moses Sambrano. A jarre for, and I'm obviously a bon. Look, my man can be John. Ghana for all of us cannot, will not, and may not be part of the legal luminary. So, in order to understand the law and tell the law as it is, what do you think? No, we are saying, no. The current MPP and Akufo-Addo, we are saying, Emrano the ho, Fretete, and Sowanua, ye dear ye for 32 years under the auspices of my former and late Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings. Now we are saying, in his quest to return to the constitutional rule, Rawlings in Australia the Consultative Assembly. And you may be bringing a caution. And Massa, Mamika be Benjamin, the framers of our constitution, they are not naive and only ignorant. They knew so many things would happen today. Now, guess what? The Supreme Court must appreciate the fact that every committee in Parliament is as in good standing and equal to a High Court. Therefore, Parliament can cite what? Contempt of Parliament, including even the judiciary. And I'm winning. Nobody tried to belittle Parliament. Say, Parliament, Supreme Court must get this and appreciate the fact that every committee in Parliament is as in good standing and equal to a high court. Therefore, Parliament can cite anybody for contempt of Parliament, including judiciary. No? Where is the man can't me say, Chief Justice bet me you speak an eddy. But Chief Justice must be mindful. Say, hey, the budget no use no. Any misappropriation be a bembian, you bet me a cite on Chief Justice for contempt. Now, Parliament, the whole Parliament today is on. Parliament is made up of the committees. Committees. Every committee be our Parliament be as long as that committee sit and that committee is in proceedings, guess what? That committee is as equally in high standing like a high court. And chairman Osuono would agrobate me cite for contempt. Every committee in Parliament is like a high court. Now they say Bagman onim the oye. Move say Alban Bagman onim the oye. No. Alban Kingsford Sumana Bagman is one of, regardless of whether in some way I'll be back. No, but he knows what he's doing. And to be for Parliament and him and a rack to mop the floor. No. What the nature wa? Now listen. Parliament holds this exclusivity to its wings. Mr. Parliament holds exclusivity to its wings. And these are what? Tia? Exclusivity to their wings. The wings, three wings. The judiciary doesn't have that three wings. Now, three wings in the Parliament hold the exclusivity to it. Number one. One obey me, I can't one actually. In a fast speed, can I get 1 year then? Parliament is what? House of Records. What is a judiciary? You have two holdings or a House of Records. Everything be a esi or memuha. From 1900 Kodoho Nena Sefo, Parliament Ubenya. And there's a very good reason why. Parliament is a House of Records. Number two, there. Parliament is an autonomous body. What is a Supreme Court? Yes, only autonomous. Anna. Number three, Parliament here then. Number three here then. Why no bet me a catch me? Parliament is a master of its own rules. Yankasa Supreme Court, the better on rules, Speaker Alban Bagman. How dare? How? I didn't see the Parliament here master of his own rules. Why? What to be that? The executive don't have control there. Then yes, sir. President Akufo-Addo, according to Article what no say 50% of the ministers must come from Parliament. Why not? And the answer na President Akufo-Addo obetimi enya sa number no dia ye adwuma. So mu nya say Parliament approve ma enye Supreme Court na be approve mo. President Akufo-Addo ontimi for mu nya adwuma. They can hijack the executive straight up. They can hang the executive straight up as we are now. Say I can say the Charlie, at this point, or at this crucial time, I can figure out President Adodanko Akufo-Addo is suffering some bruises. He's what? Suffering some bruises. He is suffering from their bruises as a result of his incapacitation to what? Commence business in the governmental circles. And may I say, too bad for the president. This is our special report, folks. At this time, I can figure out that the president is suffering some bruises as a result of his incapacitation to commence business in the governmental circles. Too bad for the president. Yeah. Why would I say this? Because even though he's an executive president, but he needs Parliament. I don't know, Supreme Court, say Parliament is indefinite. It is a friend saying Parliament indefinite adjournment. Supreme Court Munko president. Munko Supreme Court go and work for the president. Anna hey assembly na mo say easy sir. And a Wednesday na make catch say hey mamu fen eye mu MPP mu abreso e na mu di sebe nkwasi asem weni Simon sam funu a mu pesa mu di mre bi be hihye na mu stupid technicality mu di hihye Ghana for kon. No way. Obi ama mu kwan sa o. From 1992 ever our constitution. What you have to understand and put it at the back of your head is that the balance of power has changed. I changed it up. Asam no. Other than Michael Kwe, Ebreso, and no dear, young refer and no to Supreme Court. Why? Yesterday, Supreme Court was not there. Today, Supreme Court was. When you make guasekeke, make a short break, me ba. I feel Kratana Yatra come speaker back when me be kanyachemo. A document be. Stay there. I will come back to you shortly, and then I'll read the document. This is Ghana Speaks Frontline Show. Me kwaba me ba. The extension follows suit. I am Kwekwan and I'll be right. And some ways you are there. Nyabeteo. Yes. Now, quick one. Let's check this. Documents in a buy and now, my making kind message we quick nafi. Memra Yemeshe maybe the pastors and the prophets who are including Baumia over Ghana. God asked them questions one by one. MPP party is making fans of low-level pastor in Ghana today because of money. Well, I don't know your views though. Brakweku, good evening. I hope you are doing good. Brakweku, one thing I have observed is that Akufo-Addo was not born to be a president, but he used under the canon to be president. Due that he is continuously encounter a lot of disgrace during his term. From say Kenya, Accra, Wager, Block Factory, no free, Ebae. All right, straight to the point. Well said, Mr. Kweku, have you heard Napo Matthew Poku given an award and citations plaques in USA for doing well in government at the time when he was Minister of Education? This unscrupulous thing was who was showing kids LGBTQ in their schools, not even talk about the corruption he did in energy ministry. As Mr. Thompson said some time ago when he was on your show, they all unscrupulous MPP blah 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 F word need to be jailed quickly when another government comes to power. What a rubbish, okay? On the or the Abano. Okay, we so say Article 99, determination of membership. The High Court shall have jurisdiction to hear and determine any question whether A person who has been validly elected as a member of parliament of the seat of a member has become a vacant. B, a person has been validly elected as a speaker of parliament or having been so elected as vacated the office of speaker. A person aggrieved by the determination of High Court under this article may appeal to the Court of Appeal. Okay? Nina no obia the views eba. Say they are Kojobesia. Okay, Kojobesia. You're talking about the video, right? Also, hi, Kweku. Is MPP having two parliamentary candidates as Cynthia Morrison and Mr. Asante's constituency? Because MPP already have PCs in those parliamentary candidates in two constituencies. Yeah, and that's true. So, maintain the man on way and a we say good job, great man. These are LGBTQ plus group. God anger will surely come upon these NPP Baumia-led people because of allowing them to showcase themselves on the holy Ghanaian roads. This is Stephen Faith from Kofrodia. Great one. Good evening. I'll say, even when two countries are at war, it is not allowed for one country to poison the other country's water bodies, according to UNO. But some greedy Ghanaians have waged war on the whole of Ghana, poisoning our water bodies, though through Galamsey. Oh, Ghana, from Bartholomew and Ode Ebae. Well, say these are gays and lesbians, advocates, all right? Who answer the data. Okay. I say there are gays who I say what I'm seeing. I say what am I seeing? Mother Ghana is cursed. We shall say, please, they make mistake and Baumia come as also well let's to sign LGBTQ plus. Please, Or say, please, so please, we should be careful. They are LGBTQ. Or say, hey, Ghana, please, let NDC should be alert because EC and Supreme Court, madam, want to declare the Baumia on December 7. I don't know, it's like an allegation kind of. Good evening, my name is Elizabeth from where? Even if so, why must you dress like a girl when you are a man championing a political party that is saying he is against LGBTQ? Lizzie, minimu. ASMP. We all say criminal leaders are not serious. We are not lack of this, our current demon criminal politicians. Trumu machos. Demons, criminals, politician leaders with no brain, leaders with no vision. Mami Vinziwe na memra. Dauda or say they are the gay people. Sawo Ghana for na emi de semo. We'll say they are gays. We'll say these are lesbians and gays. George for say Kweku, they are LGBTQ plus championing for NPP and Baumia. Great one. We'll say hi, please. I am G Love from Spinters Manette. Please, this is really serious power. This group are the Jane. God should really save us. Pow. Yo. Obia and Canada. Afiyensha documents in a banner. Documents in a banner is coming from Deputy. It's coming from document in the It's coming from Second Deputy Majority Chief Whip. Otrono on the 2nd October 2024. Subject or see notice of meeting by request under Article 112 Clause 3 and Order 53 of the Standing Orders. Right Honorable Speaker, respectfully, on behalf of myself, Tio, let me dear speaker on behalf of myself and requisite number of members. They say, no, mama members will be hiding at the signatures at the aba to force the speaker to do something. And number of members of parliament from the majority caucus. I have the honor to address you on a matter of utmost national importance. In accordance with Article 112, Clause 3 of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, 1992, and Standing Order 53 of the Parliament of Ghana, we hereby formally request a meeting of Parliament. The signatories of members making this request are here to attach. Muntier. Or say legal basis for the request. To ensure clarity and emphasis, the legal foundation of this request, we respectfully draw your attention to the following provisions presented in order of constitutional and procedural hierarchy. 1. Article 112, Clause 3 of the 1992 Constitution, which states, quote, notwithstanding any other provision of this article, 15% of members of Parliament may request a meeting of Parliament, and the Speaker shall, within 7 days after the receipt of this request, summon, right? Matiana, or say, summon, where am I? Maybe, you know. Summon Parliament. Number 2, Standing Order 53, Clause 1. Reiterates, quote, despite any other provision, 15% of the members of Parliament may request a meeting of Parliament, and the Speaker shall, within 7 days after the receipt of the request, summon Parliament. Mom, baby, if you're the Speaker, echo. Number 3. Oh, maybe. Number 3, I feel almost a day. Hey, and yeah, someone I know dress out. Let me pause here. Or say number 3, Standing Order 58(4) state, the Speaker shall summon Parliament within a period of determined by the Speaker, and the requirement for 14 day notice shall not apply where there is an emergency, unquote. Now, urgent matters for consideration. The Amaka Chewina say, Afi Papaya or no, or yet second deputy speaker. What say, Sakrata way, a krata, members be as inside signatures. Not signatures, we move for me about 15 members. That's for me enough. One of the criteria come speaker back being said on share and on my referring to constitutional article 112 clause 3 and on my referring to parliamentary standing orders 53 and 58 clause 4 say speaker need be obetimi I say within a period of 7 days so better say no constitute parliament. Now if you on a parliament any adom kuni nara omo trase no mo yeden omo didwa and the speaker ni pew on pew afi omo de mra e ba be hye no afi yeduru baby o say urgent matters for consideration and someone woman speaker ni bi ba be ka na speaker no be tiase say so betra konwa so ni enunue ti he woman say we respectfully request that upon recall of the house the following urgent government business be deliberated upon and transacted, including any other business that comes before the house. If you want me, we say, hey, womu kechiri. And in same way, say speaker na bano mutu brika no mu koye sa adu wedwana because abino or kechiri womu diagra akufa do abino edimgu asebeche no. Nti niemo mba be ye ebini den. 1. Request for tax exemptions for designated beneficiaries under one district, one factory program. Me wa document to mba be ye wedwanche. Simahu. Womu pentemu na under one district, one factory. Eyo momu companies. I have the report there. Maybe be ye wedwa. Me nim se Monday ni ebe dia. One district, one factory companies, you know. Yo mwa MPP for no and throw any na da unko to say district factory BSO. Yo omwanka some companies. And guess what? All the companies in be brain no ubekom no na nya factories so hotels, real estate, and in your maniama, and omo then tax exemptions. Mu ye nipa fofo ye nipa bonifo mu de sa companies abehye parliament ho and amoye den mo pass tax exemption dem am. It was a mu pemirikatuo aba beto asa edwuma so. Aboniyefo emumuyefo. Number 2, what was it? Ghana Financial Stability Fund, an international development association facility of 250 million United States dollars. Mu beji sika nedi. Say sika wo maji fanye show. Wo mu beji didi kwa. Afi wo say Environmental Protection Agency Bill 2024 mo ba be pass mo pass mo ni mo gu ase dodo. Afi den Social Protection Bill 2023, Customs Amendment Bill 2024, Budget Bill 2023, Ghana Boundary Commission Bill 2023, Interstate Succession Bill 2022. Have you almost said context and justification? Well, I am person speaker better transform here and I make mention. Or say, as Mr. Speaker may recall, Parliament has adjourned sine die on Tuesday, 22nd October 2024, without any explanation to the circumstance leading to the adjournment. You may also recall that at conclave, you confirmed the service of a Supreme Court order, which was explicit at the time. The above stated items had been advertised and scheduled to be carried. We wish to emphasize that this request is made in utmost good faith and in the national interest to enable the government to discharge its constitutional and democratic obligations to the people of Ghana. The matters outlined herein are of pressing importance and require the urgent attention of Parliament. You are forced to do what? You are forced to quote all sorts of. Just say MPP is so busy, don't say you are forced to quote constitutional articles. Bibria, just say and fast so back say any who now Osha na action na womode eta to one. Dear no more can afa action. Woman say request for action. Tier. Considering the constitutional and statutory provisions cited above, and in the exercise of our rights as members of Parliament, we respectfully urge you to summon Parliament for a meeting within the stipulated 7-day period. Also, we 7-day period. No, speaker. And see, from next week going, as MKCBC Ghana, or see, we stand ready to provide any additional information or clarification that may require, and look forward to your favorable consideration of this request. Respectfully submitted. Why not trust our Krate? Krate, why not try? When you back on try? Or there? Or the second, your friend is saying, second deputy majority chief whip. Second deputy majority whip. Ebra no watch Krata Krano. He still want to use that post. So a second deputy majority whip. Meanwhile, the balance of power. Assessor. Folks, MPP, as somewhat tomo. My main can message Kakrana fi yan sorry so. Or say they are gays, Kweku. Where are the Ghana so-called pastors from Paul and or the Ebae? My main show is also good evening, Mr. Kweku. Only God is exposing them and their justice. Inshallah, Mahama would win and come back. God bless our homeland, Ghana. I am Razak from Oti and or the Ebae. We'll say hello, Kwekwanan. The lack of effective governance and the seen power vacuum is alarming. It appears that the center can no longer hold, and confusion reigns supreme. What's even more disturbing is the silence of the Ghanaian army. Historically, during crisis between the executive and the legislative branches, the army has intervened to restore order. Their inaction now is defending and has left many citizens feeling disappointed and uncertain about the future. Ghana deserves better. Echo Thomas watching from Tema Committee 4 NOD Ebae. Also, good evening, bro. This is Joseph Ejay Ateshi. Bro, this NPP party has been careless on Ghanaians, but now we are also going to be careless too on 7 December for sure. No, bro. Mommy, you're decent. What's it? So, mommy, you're to trust him. Be decency and prevalent. We also Kweku. Good work. I was watching France 24 yesterday, and they were saying that all the water bodies has been destroyed by mercury and others, and one day God himself will send an angel to strike those NPP who are in charge of Galamsey. Ishmael from Kaswa and Odebaya. Good one. So good evening, Kweku. Annan. This is Grandma Susie from Asofan Rainbow. I have been watching your program for a long time. God richly bless you. I have been also praying for you. I say we will expect more issues from you. Oh, Grandma Susie. Thank you. Grandma Susie. I love you too. Okay? Well, I say this current government is full of people that only care of their positions and don't know our constitution well. They does have everything by their power and not by the laws of Ghana. Yet, the international organizations like AU, ECOWAS, etc. aren't saying anything until weapon is raised to make corrections. Oh my goodness. I say, good evening. Just want to know, 1, who make the law of the Supreme? 2, so is the Supreme Court telling us that Parliament doesn't know the law? Godwin, from who? And or they by, hey, Gordon, when you say voter region, BBR, did not come. Mamenka, we need to I'm even tired. I said, this is very clear. We are dealing with present Parliament, so if a member of Parliament cross carpet, it means he has vacated his seat, and this rule applies to the current Parliament. He or she is a member, and not the next or coming Parliament. Even a layman without any law background should understand this common sense. Simple, Stephanie. Or say, can CDS stand and watch our water damage God will curse the general who refused to protect our water bodies. We pay them with our taxes, folks. My main family is here. My main comment last one. John Kennel said, can all these works be done in Parliament within 2 months? I doubt it. John Ken, your guess is as good as mine. Folks, my main family is here. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Charlie, a lot of things. Nipa bre stress me doson. Ya cool weekend is ane asia about. Charlie. Me di mubesia. Great guys say my production. But channel say program we and also the internet and so. But again, my apologies to the breaking transmission. But still program na edda YouTube or obetimi akofa. Na wasi ahwe. O hwa mesrew menye person kumia. Wasoma wunu ebi na wunu ebi so yeden. Onhwe bi. Again, subscribe to our YouTube channel, my CTV GH, you know, na bibia enya kama. Great guys, the program is still at the YouTube kwana kwhwe. Throughout the weekend here, you can still enjoy it. Now, great guys, Ebo Michidom, Ruby X, Ebo Michidom, Papa, and of course, Echo Bismarck, great guys, and Keynes Campbell, online editor, and then the two indefatigable executive producer, Yao Yamba, and Credible himself up there. And of course, editors at large, Kofi Ansah, and then Director of Research, Enoch Kofi Ejiri, who is bringing up another documentary, very serious. Mubetimi show me my personal channel, so Hawk TV, Ombeyino Hawk, very interesting documentary. Folks, until same time Monday, something that is coming on Monday. Hey, Hobson Yalvi Adoye, greetings to you. Okay. Now, MPP Alsatian dogs na ya mamo edwuma samombe no monso matoa mamo na me so my employment na me mubetimi aba CTV a na mape kakra nso e de aka ho amamo a enche enye bad na motumi aye edwuma no ma hye muke na wate folks. At the same time I come your way Monday. My name still remain Kweku Anan, and this is the nation's biggest investigative magazine show, The Frontline, and just gone past. Bye for now.
CTV, Ghana's #1.